So about once every few months I will get the house to myself, and you know what I do at that time? I make YouTube videos. I should be just sitting around relaxing, but I'm like, why not? I'm gonna seize the moment, because if I don't, then I don't get to make YouTube videos. And I like making YouTube videos. It is fun. But I just feel like I should be sitting on the couch watching a show that is not on Disney Junior. But here we are. So I'm doing a back to school haul because I feel like it. Yeah, this is the same exact day that I filmed the video earlier. My husband took the older kids to the movies and my daughter is taking a nap. So I want to do this quick, but I wanted to share what I purchased for the new school year. This will be year 13 for me at my current school, and I don't need anything, but I wanted some stuff. So first thing would be this sign. I got it from Michael's. We had a conversation on Instagram about how annoying it is that all the schools get out at different times, because when we get out in New York, a week later Target and Walmart swap their summer aisles for back to school aisles, and it's just insanely rude. Very, very rude. So Michael's actually did that even earlier, and I saw so many videos or just postings that people had, stories on Instagram of what they purchased from Michael's, and there was a cute back to school aisle. There was like half an aisle left, but there were two of them, so technically it's one aisle, but they were in different ends of the store. This was the only thing I got, and it's just cute. It just makes me happy. It has no real purpose other than sprucing up the decor in the classroom. Did I mention I don't think I actually need anything that I'm purchasing? I just wanted. Okay, so I got these. I bought them during Circle Week, and it was annoying because I had to buy them online, but I got a ton of the pocket folios, 2 pocket portfolios. I like to get them with the prongs on the inside, and you can go ahead and put page protectors in here and just create a little booklet of sorts. So I bought a bunch because I bought a lot a long time ago and my supply is dwindling. Plus there's some that I've been using for so long that like the spine on them is cracking. I also bought a couple without the prongs just to give to students, because every now and then I have students asking for some folders, and I'd rather give them a good one, rather than those cheap paper ones. I bought 2 of these on Amazon. I think they were like $7 to $8. It was about what they were in the store, maybe a little bit less, but I got 60 glue sticks. So I am team liquid glue in interactive notebooks, but just because I like it that way doesn't mean that my students like it that way. So I like to offer these in addition to the liquid glue, and I do tell students like the liquid glue is definitely better, but some students it causes sensory issues. So yeah. Another Amazon Prime Day purchase was a set of clipboards. This is something that was a splurge. It was like $30. It wasn't bad, but I'm like, do I really, really, really need these? And the answer is no, but have I been wanting a class set of clipboards for a long, long time? Yes. So I went ahead and got it. They have a few different colors, but they're just nice. They got rulers on the sides. I'm going to make sure I label them before I take them to school. I'm gonna label them with probably just like Sharpie or a Sharpie pen. I don't want to use like a label sticker or Cricut vinyl because students will just peel those off. So I just want to make sure that they're all labeled so that they're all mine, but I have a class set of clipboards now, so it's just nice to have the option to offer students, because I have a couple in my classroom, but students actually really like using them, and then they kind of fight over them because they don't have enough for everyone. So I think this will be good. And what's nice is they have like this piece here, which a lot of clipboards have, and I know you can't see my fingers on it. I'm trying to get my finger away, but I could use these just to hang up on a board or something if I needed to, or on the wall if I wanted to swap anything out. So I don't know, I'm happy with the purchase, even though it definitely was not a necessity. This right here is a cable that will connect my Chromebook to my smartboard. I feel like it'd be a really good thing to have just in general, so I don't have to like run all the way to my computer in the back of my classroom that actually controls the smartboard. And when I have visitors coming to my classroom, if they want to connect to the smartboard, it's easier for them to connect their Chromebook. So this is a good cable for that. And actually, I'm gonna have to buy some more cables. I'll circle back to that at the end though. I just went ahead and got these again during Target Circle Week because they were on sale. But I did in June and maybe May buy a bunch of the Up and Up brand from Target, their mechanical pencils, because it was, oh gosh, I forgot what the quantity is, but it was only $4 and it was for maybe like 50 mechanical pencils. And so I started giving these out to students a lot more than the regular pencils because they couldn't handle using a pencil sharpener, the 7th graders I had this year. So it just made such a big difference to hand them a mechanical pencil. The downside though is that the lead runs out and the erasers don't last quite as long as they seem to on the regular pencils. That is, if the regular pencils even lasted. But I basically went through my entire supply of pencils by April. It was really bad. So I got these, and then I just got some of the pens. So students ask for pens sometimes, and I just give them like, here, take it. I don't want to see it again, but the pencils I want back. So I just got myself a set of these and some of these again during Prime Day. Okay. Also during Prime Day, I bought these pouches, and I'll link everything below that I ordered off of Amazon Prime. Anything that was special, like the clipboards, the cable, and then these. So I have, and I'm sure everyone does at this point, these pouches that come in multiple sizes. I got a pack that comes in just this one size, and this size is perfect for like full sheets of paper, 8.5 by 11, with some room to grow. And what I want to use these for is actually my bulletin board sets. So for geometry, I have a bulletin board set for every unit I teach. So that's 10. And what I have them stored in right now is an accordion file holder, which I still love. Accordion file folder, I said that wrong. But it's so packed full right now that the band that keeps it secured is so stretched out that it's no good anymore, really. And just what I have is grown, and I can't put anything more into the accordion folders, so it's time to retire that thing. And I think one of these per unit is going to be really great. But then I couldn't help myself, because while I was searching for pouches or just solutions, I also came across these. So I'm not sure which one I'm going to choose yet, and I'm gonna have to test it out and see. I feel like this might be the winner for the bulletin board stuff because it's going to be so easy to expand, and this is really gonna conform to what I have. However, these, what I like about them is that they have the labels, so it would just be really nice to have like unit 1 all the way through 10. It velcros. And then I can put the stuff in there. Now on Amazon, what it said is that it would hold up to 200 pieces of paper, and I don't have 200-piece bulletin board sets, but they're laminated, so that it definitely does make it a little bit thicker. So I don't know how well they'll fit in these. If they fit better in these, I'm going to use these. And this came in an assortment of colors, actually a rainbow, which I love. These pouches came in these colors, which are also very pretty. No matter what, I'm going to keep both of them because I know that I could definitely use both of them. And I do also have like the packs of these kinds of pouches that came in all the sizes, and I will link it below because I use them in my classroom too. Like I have smaller bulletin board sets that I use with these, so highly recommend. But I don't know what I'm going to choose yet for the bulletin board sets. We will see. But I know that I could definitely use both, so I'm going to keep them. Initially, I was like, I'm going to return whichever one I don't use, but the more I look at them, the more I think of things I want to use them for, but I can't use them for anything until I get that bulletin board thing figured out. So I think I'm keeping these here at home. I'll probably bring the bulletin board sets home at some point and maybe decide what I'm going to do and share about it on Instagram, because that's a lot easier than making a whole new video about it. So we will see, we will see. Everything else I have for my classroom, I have packed in a box that I'm keeping in the basement because I shared a lot that one of my favorite things to do is to buy whatever I need for back to school, before the end of the school year and leave it in my classroom so I don't have to look at it and have this constant reminder that we have to go back to school. But these are all things I bought after the fact, so I've been storing them in my basement in a box. Now this last thing came today from Amazon, and I have not taken it out of the box yet. And this box apparently sat out in the rain. It looks like cardboard. And there's certain things that just make me like gag, and that's like wet paper, so yeah. I tried to throw it as far away from me as possible, and I failed. So in my classroom, I'm about to drop it, I have a standing desk that I use in the front of my room. It's on wheels, it's really small. And I use that to kind of like lean on because I like to connect my iPad directly to my smartboard. There are other ways to connect the iPad to the smartboard, but this one just works for me the best. So I like to use that. Holding the iPad in my hand while trying to write on it gets very tiresome, so having the standing desk is a big help. Plus it's a good place to put my Chromebook that I need to access actually during classes, because we use an online pass system for students having to use the bathroom and whatnot. So having it someplace that's really easy to access, so I don't have to like run all the way to the back of my classroom where my computer is to do their passes, is just a big help. But I find myself needing things that I'm like, I wish I had some space on this desk. Oh man. Okay. Now I know it's making so much noise. It's not all put together. And this is way bigger than I expected. This is a big experiment. I don't know how well this is going to work. But these are drawers that will, let me see if I can find the pieces here. They're gonna connect to the desk like this, actually, this way. So it's gonna clip onto the desk, and then you use this to hold it up. So it looks like I have to put it together, but the idea is that these drawers will be underneath the standing desk. There is a bar that goes across though underneath, so I don't know that this is going to work. I will probably do an update on Instagram if I don't get to do one on YouTube. So if you're not following me there, please do, because I do a lot more, like much more frequent updates there. But that was the idea, is to attach this set of drawers, which is a big mesh thing, onto that desk, because like I sometimes need papers and things, and I did end up buying this magnetic thing that will hold papers, and I put it up on the board, but it's kind of a pain. It's kind of in the way just a little bit, so I'm excited to try this out. Plus then I could have like post-it notes, pens, pencils up in the front of the room, so I don't have to like always run to the back of the room all the time. I mean, when I'm wandering around the class it's fine, but like sometimes it's really annoying. So one drawer is just completely open, and this is the one that I would use with like just putting papers in there, so that I don't have to again put them up on the board. And all the hardware's in this set. Ooh, they even gave you a screwdriver. But the other drawer that comes with is divided into 3 sections. I could put a calculator in there. That'd be helpful to have up at the front of the room at all times. Just any of those little things. That's everything that I purchased so far. But I did mention I was going to have to purchase extra cables. So I'm going to have one of my geometry classes this year in a different classroom for a very valid reason, but I'm just not going to share that reason. It's not necessary. But yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out how to have everything I need in another teacher's classroom. So I think I might wait until we get closer to school to figure it out. This is one of those things that like gives me anxiety, just trying to figure out and plan ahead for that. And I talked to the other teacher, who I assume I'll be going to their room because they're the other math teacher. They have calculators and whatnot that I would be needing. So she said, this desk over here no one uses, you could load it up with whatever stuff you need, that's totally fine. and she's very gracious about, you know, if you need space on a whiteboard, whatever you need, we can accommodate that, which is lovely. But I just got to figure out like how to get everything down there. You know, we do interactive notebooks, so I'm gonna have to have like a place to store notebooks, a place to store all of the supplies, and it's just stressing me out because I'm like, I kind of now need like double the amount of stuff that I already have, and we'll get it figured out. I don't want to start thinking about it too much now because I will start spiraling and getting really anxious, but that does mean that when I'm in her classroom, I'm going to need an extra set of cables to connect my iPad to the smart board, and then also the Chromebook. I just had a memory. She said that the computer at the other teacher desk in the back of the room is also connected to the smart board, but I don't know that I want to use it. Just again, it's going back and forth, and I don't know. So I just got to figure some stuff out, see how that goes, because again, I'm just like, do I get a standing desk for her room too? Like, do I need one that bad? So we'll see, and I'll share more about that when I know more, but for now, this is it. Like, I'm not buying anything else classroom related. I cannot think of anything else I would possibly need other than preparing for having class in a second classroom. So that's it for this video. I hope it was helpful, not too rambly, and just thank you for watching. Thank you for being here, especially with my upload schedule being so sporadic now, but it is what it is. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments, and as always, thanks for watching.